Howdy ho, good neighbors. What's going on? It's Phil Russert. Some of you will be very happy to know that the campaign is ending today, so you won't see my marketing blitz and so many posts about it. Um, but I do appreciate you being patient and sticking with me with all these posts. Got a bunch of things to talk about. Tragedy's campaign is ending in less than 6 hours. We broke $12,000, which is what I was hoping for. We hit the mark. I am so ecstatically happy and grateful to everyone, and I'm going to get into that in a few minutes because I really want to thank everybody. And there are some people that have been loyal from the start and supporters, and they do so much between pledging a lot of money and sharing. And I just want to say thank you to them. But I also want to mention a few of the things going on. I've been, in tragedy mode, but I do represent many artists with legendary illustrations, and I try to tie them together as much as possible to help both, obviously, because that's the name of the game. Um, but I just wanted to let you know, I have an artist that I have the great privilege of representing. Hey, Cosmo Trauma, how are you? Cheers from Brazil. I got a lot of friends in Brazil. I hope to come visit there someday. Thanks for coming on. Um, Will Pleydon is mostly a portrait artist, but he can do other, of course, styles. And he's like on the high quality end, like a Luke Ross. And I have to say, I'm really surprised that he doesn't get more attention than he does. Not that he doesn't get attention; he does sell work, etc. But I think he should be blown up. The guy's amazing. He lives in Australia, and we have a live sale with Will Pleydon's art this Monday. And I just have to show you. It's the Legendary series. Here's a quick little video. I just want to show you because this is the work, and it's just gorgeous, and it's going to be for sale. Check it out. Oh, help me. Whoops, I did add to the stream. There you go. So that's just a quick little tidbit I wanted to show you um, because his art is just phenomenal. And I know that we're in tough times financially for a lot of people, and art is obviously it's a fun thing, not a necessity. But I'm telling you now, Will Platon's art is phenomenal, and it's all painted. Now we're gonna have these. Hey, Rally, what's going on? They're 11 by 17 busts, and they are painted. Okay, and we are going to have each different character will have limited to 25 numbered and signed prints, high quality prints as well. So, one person can get the original art, but you can get up to 25 numbered and limited prints. And we will take requests on what number you want. Some people have like specific numbers they like. Some people like 13 or number one, or they want the 25th or whatever the case. And we will accommodate that, whatever number you want out of the 25. They're not printed yet. They'll be printed on demand because we honestly want to see, what the turnout is. I have to tell you, I understand that people want the quote unquote names and they'll spend the money for the names because there's the turnaround quality. We need to support guys like Will who put their heart and soul into their work. You're not getting just a cheap sketch for your price. You're getting quality work. There's texture to these paintings because they're paint. When you feel them, there's texture and they're beautiful. And this is the Legendary Portrait Series 1. He's going to do Series 2, Series 3, Series 4. And you can even collect, like, get your Avengers roster together or your Spider-Man roster together, or there's DC characters you want to do, the Justice Society or X-Men or whatever. Again, just to show you what we're talking about here. Um, this is sorry, this is what we're looking at. Beautiful, beautiful painted art. Alex Rostel, look at that Venom. I mean, it's incredible. Look at that Solomon Grundy drawn the way it's supposed to be. Doctor Fate, Captain America, Storm, the Hulk, Black Adam, Panthro. He does a Orko and the Shadow. So these are available, and don't sleep on this, guys. We're going to be on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will has worked very hard to get these portraits done, and he's working on the next series. And you're not going to be disappointed. Like I said, we'll have the prints limited to 25, signed as well, and we will have the original art. And we're going to go live with the sale Monday night at 7. I also want you to note that Whatnot, if you're not familiar with Whatnot, please go check it out. We are going to be selling off of Whatnot soon. I will be selling Legendary Illustrations art, and I will be selling tragedy comic books, variants, etc. Zach, what's going on? Zach Rodriguez, another phenomenal painter. You should follow Zach's page, please, because he is amazing, and I have to tell you, his prices are amazing. He does live shows, I think, every other Saturday, and he's on Facebook. You can find him. It's Zach Zach Rodriguez. He's in the chat. Zach, drop your links. Cosmo Trauma, if you have links you want to drop to your group or your art, go for it. So please check out Zach Rodriguez art. He does beautiful portrait paintings of scenery, mountains and really blissful stuff. That beautiful aesthetic that you can hang up in your home. But he also does superheroes and other things. As a matter of fact, it just fell off the wall because of the what do you call it? But I have some pieces from him. You can get small things like this Colossus. He does superhero stuff as well. It's funny that Zach came on while I had that. So please support and check him out. Um, so that's the art thing. Now, Legendary Illustrations, we are going to be doing a Kickstarter of sketchbooks from all of the artists that I represent. We are going to look into a trading card series through Legendary. And there's a lot of things coming from us that we want you to check out. And it's going to be great. Please check out Legendary Illustrations. Support the artists that I have the great privilege and honor of representing. I have to update the website. Forgive me for not doing that. We have done some roster changes. Like I said, we've cleaned out the garbage and the riffraff, and now we just have a wonderful group of people that are great artists and honorable people and people that you should want to support. Uh, so that's Legendary Illustrations. We're gonna update you and let you know about that Kickstarter soon. We're gonna have a lot of art to offer on that Kickstarter. It'll be awesome. Tragedy number 3 is coming to a close in less than 6 hours, and we have hit $12,000 plus with another new free stretch goal there. All right. Everybody knows I work really hard at this, and everybody knows that I put my passion and my yeah. We hit over 12,000. What? What? Oh, cool. But I'm live right now. Sorry, that was my oldest daughter telling me her flower girl dresses are coming tomorrow. Um, everybody knows how hard I push and I promote and work at this. Everybody knows I try to give the best quality. And I know I say it often, but I don't think people understand a couple of things. Creators understand Kickstarters are emotional roller coaster. You worry, no matter what the last one was, you always worry, is this the one where the bottom falls out, And you're constantly up and down. You're seeing progress and you're seeing the numbers come in and you're excited and you're happy, like, wow, this is doing great. And then there are the lulls and you're like, oh. And then you have people backing out, canceling their pledges for whatever reason. And it's a gut punch, especially when it's a lot of money. We lost over $2,700 in cancellations, but it's tough. And then you start to feel like, was it my product? Did they not want it? Was there something better? What can I do to keep those people from canceling? I mean, I understand, of course, money gets in the way sometimes, expenses and bills. So, like, you go through this emotional roller coaster when you're a creator doing a Kickstarter and you're trying to promote, and algorithms are fighting against you. And, you have your loyal backers, which I'm totally grateful for, but reaching the new audience becomes very difficult. So, you try everything you can and you get this emotional roller coaster. feeling good one day in the campaign and feeling like crap the next, and then worrying, is this going to fund or is it going to get better? Um, it's hard. It's emotionally hard because we're creating things from our mind and our heart, and we fully believe in them, and it's trying to get you to believe in them. And we don't have a Zack Snyder name or a brand that you trust, right? You don't know Phil Russert. You need to trust that my product is something you're going to be interested in spending your hard-earned money. So we're not just selling what our book is. We're trying to sell us as a brand that you trust us. And that is really hard. It's really difficult because if Zack Snyder puts out a new book now, not Zack Snyder, I keep saying Scott Snyder, sorry. If Scott Snyder puts out a new book now, you're going to rush and get it no matter what it's about because you have trust in him. He has given you that trust, right? His resume alone has given you that sense of trust that, hey, I'm sure I'm going to like this book. I love this guy's writing. I'm new, so I don't have that resume. I haven't proven myself like that yet. So I understand the lack of trust. But there's only one way you're going to learn to trust me. Take a shot. Buy one book, buy a PDF, $6. And you tell me, am I trustworthy or not? Because you can get all 3 books on a PDF, which is 94 pages of content, and it costs you $18. And if you read it and you go, it's okay, no money lost. If you read it and go, this is terrible, all right, you lost $18, but now you know I didn't earn your trust. Or you read it and you go, wow, this is really good. This is a surprise. I enjoy this book. I can't wait to see where this goes. And you found a new book that you can enjoy. Because to me, we're finding less and less books we can enjoy these days in mainstream. That's just me. I understand they're not written for my generation anymore, but So anyway, I go through this emotional roller coaster as many do throughout the campaign, and I had 12,000 as my hopeful goal for the campaign because you want to see progress, right? I came out of the gate, I did 10 grand on my very first campaign, and it shocked me. I was really shocked. I actually teared. I was so appreciative and surprised. And then the second campaign, you figure there's a drop off. There's always a drop off. People like to buy number ones in case it blows up. I didn't drop off. I made a little bit more money, and we it was successful over 10 grand again. And I go, oh my god, did lightning strike twice? Am I just being lucky? So you go into book 3 and you hope for growth, right? So my mind was, if I could make it to 12 grand or more, it's that's growth, and I'm doing something right. I'm headed in the right direction. I'm doing it right. Now, I just want everybody to understand, I'm not bitter or angry about the dropped posts, canceled pledges, but it is frustrating in the sense that you're like, oh my God, we might actually meet 15 grand. And then boom, it all falls out. But guess what? We hit 12 grand. We're exactly where I hoped to be. And I am so grateful and thankful to all of you for that happening. Um, Steph Wilson does a cover on every book, and Steph Wilson promotes hard for every campaign he's on, and he really helps push campaigns, and he is a great reason why I'm successful. Um, Steph donates his time to promote and share and let everybody know about the campaign. So, Steph, as much as we tease each other and we bust each other's balls, thank you. Thanks, Joe Tolliver from Comcast. He's been posting and sharing. You and Gerald, thank you for your support in posting and sharing. Um, a lot of people have. There are people that every campaign they come out and they back large sums of money, and it humbles me. You got to understand, I came out of nowhere, and I finally decided I was going to write out of nowhere, because it was something I always wanted to do. I didn't know if I was going to be a good writer or not, and how people would take it. And to see the response, I mean, we've sold. Now, this is a small number compared to mainstream and everything, but for a nobody in the business like me, we've sold well over 2,000 copies of issue 1. Uh, we've sold about 1,000 copies of issue 2, and We do well at conventions. I do well at comic book signings, store signings, and I'm so grateful because you really are. You're putting your heart out there, just like any artist. You're opening yourself up for hard criticism or praise, and it's you don't know what to expect. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a great writer and give you all these platitudes. I'm going to ask you to decide, but you have to read it and back it to decide. And I can take it if it's not your thing, uh, but just check it out. That's all I ask. The other thing is, Aaron Best is here. And Aaron, it's good timing that you came in. Uh, I want to just, I don't want to, this is not an award ceremony, but I just want to thank a few people for helping me be successful. There's so many, I mean, right now there's 254 backers or 53 backers to thank. But there's some specific people that have bled for me, and I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. I didn't have a good support system growing up. I didn't have a good childhood, and I always had to do it myself. And Greg Johnston, who's become a friend of mine through Facebook and I got to meet in person, has been an unbelievable supporter and friend. And I'm grateful. I told you Steph Wilson, Joe Tolliver, Aaron Bess. Aaron Bess has believed in this project from day one and thinks I'm going to be big and household name. I don't know if I share that sentiment. I hope for it. But Aaron has been a big supporter. So I just want to say thank you to Aaron. And check, Aaron's going to have a cover coming soon, by the way. Yeah, my next title is Trainwreck. um, there are a lot of people that have been very supportive of me. Rafael Tavares Jr. is always sharing and spreading the word. Um, and that's just been amazing. I mean, Charles W. Morgan, who please keep an eye out for his book coming out, has been amazing in his friendship and his support. And there are people that I don't know very well that are constantly sharing out my posts. For one thing, Andrew Dodge, he pledges a lot all the time and he shares out my posts. I can't thank him enough for being so kind, and it's just, it's amazing that people have rallied. Michael Sacal, Sacal, he's always sharing. William Byrne. I mean, they constantly share out my pages. Aaron Sarg or Sarge, you know, Gary Giroux. There's just so many people that have humbled me with how kind they've been. Daniel Clark, always sharing stuff out, and supporting and commenting. Kit Wynn, there's a lot of people that have really rallied around me, and it means a lot. It really does. Um, I don't know support like that, so thank you. I appreciate it. I don't mean to get sappy, but you guys don't have to do that, and you do. You share it out, and you post, and you pledge, and you have me on your shows, and you give me words of encouragement when things are going down. I'll get a message from Steph Wilson or somebody, when pledges are dropped. And you guys have been awesome. Robert Powers, has donated art. Um, it's just so many people, and I sorry if this sounds like they love me, they really love me award show. I don't mean it that way, but Rick has always been supportive. Thank you for your support, Rick, and it humbles me. I want you to know it's not fake. It's not. I'm not putting on a show. I'm not trying to trick anyone. I'm generally and genuinely humbled and appreciative that my comic is doing well because of all of you. I mean, it could be flopped and nobody gives a crap, and it could be me printing books just for my family, and it's not. It's doing really well. And that's all because of you guys and the creative team that I get to work with. And I have to be honest with you, Ricardo has become family to us. My wife and children, we talk on videos, and him and Susie and Marvel, his dog, their family. and I love working with him, and I'm grateful for him, everything he does, and their friendship. And Chris Sotomayor uh, has become a friend. He's a major Marvel DC colorist, and the respect he shows me and my book, he treats. I mean, he's working on Spider-Man and whatever else, and he makes sure he meets my deadlines, and he treats me with the same respect he does those big titles, and that is amazing to me that he would treat me that way and show the book that kind of love and respect. And of course, what he does is amazing. And then there's Jason Meadows. Jason Meadows has become a friend. He's the letterer. This is a man that does everything he can to make the book look its best. He's always looking to grow and be better. He shares out my posts. He believes in what I'm doing. Working with him has been fantastic because I have put him through the ringer, man. I put so much dialogue in one or two panels here and there, and I'm killing him. And he's working hard and reworking word balloons. And if you look at his stuff and you say, well, maybe his word balloon should have been here, that's my fault. I'm the one who's putting tons of dialogue everywhere. And this guy, you have no idea how much he's cleaning up and polishing and making my book look great, all while he's trying to get his book out there, which you should really check out, Tales from Nerosville. Uh, Please check out Jason Meadows' Tales from Nerosville. You won't be disappointed. I have it. It's great. And Jason's been amazing. We have a great core team and my wife who does edits and catches the things I miss because I'm close to the project. She's amazing. And I'm grateful. We hit 12,000 and I didn't think we would. I really didn't. I put the Rob Powers chibi at 12 grand, and I was like, I really want that chibi to go with the set. I really hope we make 12,000. And I kind of psychologically put it at 12,000 because I wanted to tell myself, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. And we did. I mean, barring any more crazy dropouts, we're over 12,000. We've gained backers, and I'm excited to get this story to you. And on my way to Arizona and my way back, I wrote 3 new chapters. I'm on issue 24. And I have plans for Tragedy coming. And I might be monthly before you know it. But seriously, I know that everybody works hard for the money and they're working hard at their dream, and there's thousands of other Kickstarters you can choose from, and there's so much to buy out there, and then there's bills to pay. And I know people work jobs that they're not happy with, and you're investing in me, and I don't want to let that down. And I appreciate that trust in me, and I hope you continue to put your trust in me because I want to give you the best that I can. Your wife get a real goat now, or no? Unfortunately, we didn't hit 15 grand, so I kind of dodged a bullet there. The funny thing is, if we didn't have those dropouts, there was a chance. But maybe I should thank them for canceling their pledges. Niall, please drop your links. Niall O'Rourke has his campaign going on right now as well. And if you like horror and creepy horror based on real life events, you should really check out Niall's book. My mind is shot, but it's The Quiet Boy, I believe. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong. It's not because I don't know. It's because I'm just drawing a blank at the moment. So please check out Niall O'Rourke's book. Jorge or George Medina, thank you, man. Congrats on you, Wonder Duck. Congratulations on your success with that. George, drop any links if you want anything going on, or if you want to drop links for Sam, an alien in my toilet, please go ahead, or your show, Catch the Craze. Great show, great hosts. Sorry. So I just want to say thank you. And I was going to go over the campaign real quick one last time. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing about Tragedy. It's posted everywhere, but you got to grind. The Crying Boy. God damn, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, Niall. The Crying Boy. It's a really haunting, creepy tale. So if you like horror on that level, you should check it out. The Crying Boy. I'm so sorry, Niall. Yeah, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. All right. So just to remind you, Tragedy's got about 5 hours left. If you haven't jumped on, if you're debating, get the PDFs. Three digital PDFs, $18. You get all 94 pages. You check it out. I'm also going to tell you now, Tragedy 4 comes in August. We're already on it. We're going to be pushing them a little faster now. And Tragedy 5 will be out before the end of the year. And then we'll go into a trade. I have plans. I'm a long term person. We're in a 15 round fight. This is the Rocky Marciano days with me, and I'm in the first minute of round one. So, for all of you that jumped on board right away, thank you. And I don't think you'll be disappointed that you're coming for the ride. Terry, hi. All right. If it's an original tier cover, you have to change your pledge to that cover, and then whatever you had done besides, do as an add on. If you want, when I get off here, I can help you with that. Terry is another one I didn't mention. I have to say, and Brittany Rose, thank you to them. They share, they post, they encourage. Um, Terry has backed Legendary Illustrations art sales as well as Tragedy. She's huge in supporting everyone in the community. I'm thankful to her. Brittany again has done a lot to share and post and encourage. So thank you. On's new cover. Um, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how much the cover is going for 200. If you add it in the donation part, then I'll just take it down and for you to have, if that makes it easier for you, Terry. Just throw 200 in the donation, like when you could just donate money, and I'll know that it's going to you, and I'll take the tier down right away. Okay. Just let me know. Um, thank you so much. And on Vu, I asked An if she would do another sketch cover because it went so well last time, and she did three. I mean, just so you know, she's going to get money for them as well, but it helps my campaign and it supports her as an artist. So to all of you that bought that, thank you for helping her. And to Billy Tucci is a friend. He donated that cover to me. He wouldn't take money, and I don't know what to say. I don't know if I was allowed to say that. I hope I didn't get any, get him in trouble, get him mad. But and that sold, and his kindness. Unfortunately, the first two sold, Terry. I'm sorry, they're gone. The third one's up though. For Billy, I mean, he's killing it, and he doesn't need to do that for me. I mean, that's all helping me. I'm not giving him anything out of that. He's already got an audience 20 times my size. And for him to do that, it was huge. Him and Debbie have always been kind to me, and I appreciate that. Um, there's just so many people that have been kind. All the covers I get, and from the mainstream names, they're all very kind in taking the time to do it for me and working with me. And then all the indie people I get to work with. And I have people offering free covers at me all the time. I don't accept them. The only one that I couldn't get to take money was John Ottinger, and that was very kind of him. Uh, I just seriously, I don't know what to say. I've never experienced this kind of support before, and it's huge. I mean, we all talk about how negative Facebook can be and how rough people can be and the world can be, and we're in a time where everybody's fighting each other, and these people have just rallied around me. And there's Greg Johnston as I was talking about it. Hey JD, how are you? Oh, you're not getting. Oh, you don't need any of that. And you know what, JD, that's the plan. Thank you for saying so. And yeah, I'm doing it myself. Um, damn right, damn right. But thank you for that. Again, the support. I just don't know what to say because you guys, you make my hard work worth it. You make it feel like it's for a reason. You know that I'm doing it for a reason. And you're keeping my wife from killing me for spending money on books because they're actually having some success. Um, I know this is going to sound silly, but for everybody that supports my book, you're doing the most important thing. You're helping me show my little daughters that if you work hard and you don't think you deserve anything and you just earn it and you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. And that's the biggest thing I want to do as a father is teach my little girls that if they embrace the world with arms wide open, to quote Creed, and they just put the hustle in, they can make the life they want. And it's because of all of you backing this book that I can show them that. So, as corny as that sounds, thank you to that. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Yeah, Brian and I, we get along pretty well. Congratulations on the graduations in your family, Brian. You're a proud dad, and that's awesome. I love to see posts like that. But yeah, I mean, as negative as Facebook can be, the positivity you have all surrounded me with, I feel like I know all of you, and that's just awesome. That's new to me. You could tell you love being a dad, Brian, and isn't it awesome? I mean, it's the best thing in the world. It really is. And so yeah, 12,000. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here. I uh, I just don't know what to say, and I also am aware that I flood the hell out of Facebook and Instagram, mostly Facebook, with tragedy, and you're probably all tired of seeing it. I get it. I get it. I have no. I gotta get it out there. I gotta get it out there. Yeah, Terry. It's funny because everybody was like, "Didn't you want a boy? Didn't you want a boy?" And my mentality was, you have a boy, he grows up to challenge you, and then he becomes his own his own. He becomes a husband and father of his own, and he kind of does his thing. But no matter what, when a daughter grows up, if you were a good father, they're daddy's little girl forever, and that is wonderful. And I love my kids. I'm so proud of them. They're great kids. And being away this week was brutal. I missed the hell out of all of them, and my wife, of course. Um, Nobody has a perfect marriage. You argue, you fight, but let me tell you, I am so in love with my wife. I always have been, and I always will be. Um, she's the best thing that ever happened to me, and she supports all this, and she works with this, and she's awesome. And I appreciate her so much. So, just to show you guys, I am sorry. I know you're going to see this all over again. We are at $12,132 with 253 backers and 5 hours to go. If you haven't backed, I'm just going to ask you to hit that green button. I don't care what the pledge is. I just want you to read the book and hopefully you enjoy it. Your daughters are just like you, so they drive you nuts. Yeah. My youngest is a lot like me, but the funny thing is, it's charming. It's funny. I get to see me and her, and my oldest. I have a few things in her as well, but I love just seeing their personalities. They're awesome. They're awesome. So I'm very serious about this. Put your trust in me. It costs you $18 for the 3 versions digitally, the 3 chapters, just $18. You let me know if it's good. But for you to trust me and for me to earn that trust, you got to buy the book. So just do it, please. Back this project right there. Um, there was a piece of art that sold right away by Kenny Calderon, and then the person backed out, unfortunately. That's the cover that's available by On. These two have sold. This is my favorite. She adds the Nordic with the Chinese. Gus sold right away. This original piece just came to me actually in the mail by Rodolfo. Let me show you. This is the piece that you'd be pledging on. If you do it, you got 5 hours left. This piece right here, hang on. This is 11 by 17. That's a beautiful piece. It's original art with Joe, Tony, and Tragedy with Breath of the Dragon. This is for sale right now on the campaign. It has not gone yet, which shocked me, to be honest with you. This is right here in my possession by Rod Ramos. So that's still available, guys and gals. And this here is going to be a cover for book 4. I do not sell original art. I don't sell original art. I keep it all. And I decided to put this was just going to be for sale, but I love it so much I'm going to make it a cover. So guess what? Whoever buys this piece is going to be the only person in the world besides me to have an original piece of art from Tragedy. That's a published piece. That wasn't me incentivizing anybody to buy it because, to be honest with you, I don't want to sell any original art. It's just I loved it so much. I wanted to make it a cover, and I already committed it to be sold. And I believe in your word. I wasn't going to pull it away now just to selfishly keep it as a cover for myself. But whoever buys this is buying a book 4 cover. Okay. So I'm just making that clear. You'll be the only one to have a published piece of art, original art from Tragedy if you buy this piece. All right. Um, we have sketch covers. Kevin Stewart and Marat Zapata knocked it out of the park. This is a studio cover. The regular cover, Ricardo was so busy, we couldn't get him to do a cover. The Mike DeBalfo. Now, I have to double check, but 2 people backed out on their mystery box pledges. If you backed out on the mystery box pledge, if they did, let me double check. We have 2 left, I believe. If so, the very rare ice blue foil variants. Yeah, we have 2 left. This here is an ice blue foil variant. It only comes in the mystery box. We have 2 left, and it's never going to be made again. It's exclusive to this mystery box on this Kickstarter. So if you want this ice blue foil from Mike DeBalfo, the only way you can own it is if you snag one of the last 2 mystery boxes. You get a bunch of other books too. And you could get some big name books like Will Spatasio, Ian Churchill from book 1, and you could get the Tyler Kirkham maybe for book 2. It's mystery. You'll find out. So if you like this ice blue foil by Mike DeBalfo, you got 2 chances to get it in 5 hours, and it's gone. All right? Because if only 23 were bought, I'm only printing 23. On one for myself, I'm not going to lie. If you like the original art, I have a comic size print as an add-on of the original cover. You could hang it next to the cover. The same with the Scott Hanna inked cover. Now this cover I got right here. And over the weekend, I grabbed from Scott Hanna the inked version. So that's the original cover. And that's going to look killer in foil with Alex Sinclair colors. We'll go over that, man. We got the sticker set. You like stickers? We got a sticker set. Ian Churchill and the mask. We got Chris Van Rin's print set. I love the animated style, if you want to check that out. Here are the chibis. If you didn't back issues 1 and 2, you missed these as stretch goals. So I put them as add-ons because we just unlocked the 3rd one, Tony. You could buy these and you could have the set of chibi prints from Rob Powers. I really like this. This is really cool. I'm glad we're doing this. You can make any one of these a virgin cover, a foil cover, or a virgin foil. All you're doing is adding $10 to do that. And there you go. We got the book of covers. We got the catch-up issues. We got the crossovers. If you go to Nicholas Gear's Relentless Tin Soldier, you get the other half of this by Eric Nindoltowski, or you can just get it by itself. It looks great on its own. Fantastic. Kevin Anthony DeCastro cover. Angel Manuel Lopez. James Avila, Gary Giroux, who has been pushing hard. And to be honest with you, not that it's your job as an artist, it's my job as the publisher, but he pushed hard and he got a lot of people backing this book. I think he's the 3rd highest selling cover. If that matters to you, it shows that if you push the campaign as well, it helps. Amazing cover by Ray Acevedo with backgrounds and colors by Marat Zapata. I love this cover. Very underrated, I think. John Ottinger. En Vue. A beautiful cover, colored by Russ Cassidy. Amazing cover. I love this cover. Sean Carlson, another cover, fantastic. Painted. Steph Wilson. Always a big portion of the campaign. He's always top seller. He's always up there with the top two sellers. And I have to say, if you want the set of three, give me a DM, message me because I have all three Steph covers, and I think I have one or two virgin foils left from issue 2. 3 hasn't been printed yet. Here's the Alex Sinclair colors. I mean, is that insane? I mean, my God, look at that. Look at that cover. That's just incredible. We have to get that trade dressed. That's Alex Sinclair, colorist for mostly Jim Lee, but he colors everything, obviously, everybody. Yeah, he's been so backed up, Aaron. It's not personal. He can't even. I asked him to color another cover, and he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time for me either. So please don't take it personally. He's just really busy. Whoops, that's not what I want. Oh, where are we going here? No. There we go. The Mike DeBuffo cover. Again, if you want the ice blue foil, the only way to get is the mystery box. We have 2 left because people dropped out. They sold really fast, too. I was really surprised. We got a sketch cover bundle. This is going to be an original cover. If you buy this, you'll be the only person in the world that isn't Philip Russert that owns original published work from the book. Just letting you know. And I'll be honest with you, if it doesn't sell this campaign, then I'm just buying it for myself. And I'll continue keeping all the original art. This is your only shot at getting the original art. And part of me hopes it doesn't sell so I could just buy it myself. But, you know, that's up to you. Either way, I'm happy. I make money or on the campaign. You support Kenny Calderon as an amazing human being and an artist I rep because he'll get money. Or I'll support Kenny and I'll own all the original art still. Rod Ramos, this is still available. I have it right here, like I said. It's a beautiful piece. It's a very thick stock too. But there you go. All right. And that's it. That's it, guys. Again, $18 gets you the 3 PDFs. It's a total of 94 full color story pages of story for $18. Where else are you going to get that? You're not. So there you go. 94 pages is almost, it's like a trade paperback for crying out loud, and you're getting it for 18 bucks, not 25. Just saying. And there's no shipping added onto it, and there's no waiting. As soon as the money clears in 2 weeks, you get the PDFs. Boom. No waiting for fulfillment. So that might be a way to go, guys. Look, if we end this second, I am extremely, extremely happy. Hugely happy and grateful. But of course, the idea is to try to get to as many backers and readers as possible. I want to see the backer number go up. I want to reach more people. All right. I'm going to share a few things with you. I have plans to go monthly or bi-monthly, and you're going to see some big news towards the end of the year. Also, I did the Do You Pooh crossover connecting covers with Marat Mychaels. Some of you were at the show. I sold them all at the show, except for one set is left. But I have artist proofs. I have 5 artist proofs of both covers that connect. It's Marat Mychaels' Do You Pooh and Tragedy issue 1, and they go together. Tom Rapko, what's going on, bud? Tom, drop any links you want to Aurora or anything else you're working on. So I have 5 of those artist proof left, and I'm going to be selling them on Whatnot. Go check out Whatnot. Soon enough, you're going to start seeing sales come up, and I need followers. I need followers on Whatnot. So please go check it out and go follow. I'll get you the name and the information soon. And we got 4 hours to go on Tragedy, and we're at $12,132. I know there are campaigns that do 30,000, and it's like good for you, but this is huge for me. I came out of nowhere last February, coming off a severe illness, and here we are, 3 campaigns in, and we're doing well. And I know there are campaigns that do $2,000-$3,000, and they would love to do this, and I hope they do, and I would love to help you get there if I can in any way. So believe me when I tell you, I am very happy and very grateful if the campaign ended just now like this. It's I didn't think we'd get to 12 grand. But we have 4 hours left, so feel free to make me happier. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. You've been a big part of it too, so thank you for your support. So I got the artist proofs from Marat Mychaels. I've got the legendary art sale coming this Monday. Will Pleydon is a monster, and I'm telling you, if you love Alex Ross portrait styles, he has his own style, but it's just as quality. These are painted portraits. Uh, you want to get on the Will Pleydon bandwagon because I'm telling you, I'm going to make sure he blows up someday, and you're going to want original pieces now. Imagine you realize what Alex Ross was before it was Alex Ross, and you bought pieces from Alex before he became big. It's a worthwhile investment. You may not know his name now, but you will know his name. It's the last thing I do, and the last thing he does. So you might want to pick up some original art from him now so you can look back and go, I'm so glad I did that. I'm very serious about that. The man he's a beast. I mean, right, Greg? You're right. Will is a beast. His work is out of this world, and I just want to show it to you one last time because he's a beast. He's a freaking beast. I think my favorite piece is the Venom. I love the Joker too, but there's a lot of big pieces here. And Will is just a wonderful guy. He's got about 20 kids too, so we got to feed him. Um, anyway, I'm just looking. I want to show some of these. Oh, why is it there? That's why. I'm on the wrong one. By the way, I'm going to give you a sneak peek right now. Check this out. I I am about to publish a short story book, and it's a positive message it's meant to inspire. And this is not done, but this is the cover that Will has painted for it. It's not done yet. It's called "The Devil Is in the Details," and it has to do. Um, it's not biblical pushing religion on you, but it's about faith, strength and faith in yourself, strength and faith in God, and knowing that things will work out if you just be patient and fight the fight. It is not a religious pulpit. I'm not preaching at anybody. They're just fictional stories that have to do with faith and all the things we question about God. Why would God allow these bad things to happen? And why would this happen? And why would he let that happen? And I do some pretty cool takes on it. Actually, the first story, Withered, seems to be most people's favorites, and it's wicked. It's pretty cool. Um, so I have a lot of things in the works. As you all know, I've got a lot of hats on. I am not done by any means. I'm just getting started. So for all of you that trusted me from the start and you jumped on with this train with me, thank you so much. For those of you that haven't, I ask you to. I would love for you to come for the ride because I'm telling you, I'm either going to die trying or I'm going to succeed, but it's happening, okay? Yeah, trust me. If anybody knows me, I'm the most motivated person you'll ever meet. If I get down or I get upset, it lasts about a minute and a half, and then I just get angry and I get motivated and I go, what are we going to do to make this change? And that's how it works. That's how I am. And my wife loves it about me, and it stresses her at the same time because I'm just constantly in motion. I'm just constantly moving forward, and I don't stop. I'm not saying this is braggadocious. I'm just telling you that's me. My mind doesn't shut off. I just keep moving. I keep pushing, and until I get where I feel comfortable, where I want to be, I don't stop. So hopefully you guys jump on board so I could get there and I could take a rest because I'm tired. I'm going to be 50 in October, and I've got the heart of a 19-year-old, but the wisdom of a 50-year-old. And I think that's why I'm starting to realize things in my life and change my attitude. Um, And I just love this. I love making this book. I love what I'm doing. I love writing. And I love all the people that I've gotten to meet through this Kickstarter and through my live shows and everything. I would never have met Greg Johnston if it wasn't for my live show, or Charles W. Morgan. I would have never met Tom Rapka or Terry if it wasn't for online. And as like I said, as negative as Facebook can be, I've met a lot of amazing, awesome people that I would love to help support as best as possible, and I'm grateful for theirs. Anyway, I'm just going to remind you, we got 4 hours left, people. If we stopped right now, I'd be. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm happy, and for the first time in my life, I'm content. Um, but that doesn't mean you still can't back it. Hit that green button. And just to touch on that, I am not one who is ever content, and this drives my wife crazy. I'm always striving to be better and to do more. And it can be maddening sometimes. It can be maddening for her. It can be maddening for me. My mind doesn't shut off. I don't rest. And people will say you're being successful, and I don't see it. I don't, and it's a fault of mine because I always feel like unless I am there holding up the trophy, I'm only in round one of the playoffs, and it could be maddening because my wife will say to me, "Why don't you allow yourself a moment to enjoy your success and your victory?" And it's because I don't feel like I've achieved anything. I don't. The hunger is. I got like that Galactus hunger, man. Um, but for the first time in my life, I look at $12,000 on this Kickstarter and I'm content. I'm good. I feel good for where I am. I can sit back and say, I did it. I succeeded. I'm where I set my goal for, and I'm grateful. And maybe I can sleep tonight, maybe I can sleep tonight. And that's because of all of you. We just got another backer, 254. Um, Thank you to whoever you are. If you're watching, thank you for that support. It looks like you probably bought the PDF. If so, I hope you enjoy it. I think you will. And that's another thing with my PDFs. I include the covers. A lot of people don't. They just give you the interior because they want you to buy the physical. No, you get the cover too. You get the studio cover as well. That way, if you want to print it out and you can have it, it's fine. We have a book of covers. If you like all the covers and I don't want you to spend, you know, I don't want you to have to buy the same book 15 times. It wasn't my intent with all these covers. So go for it. It's always critical to enjoy the little moments as much as the big ones. Life goes by so fast while you're in the grind. You're right, Chance. You're right, and I know it. It's hard. It's just ingrained in me. And you have a lot of hats on too, between the puppeteering and the magic and the dioramas that you do, and your inking and your drawing and your producing content. So you're of a like mind, and that's another thing. Chance Wolf is, he inked a lot of big people in the industry, in the image days especially, and he's well respected and well known in the industry. And he has befriended me on through Facebook, and he's just an awesome guy. And he did that cover for me that I will forever be grateful. It is absolutely a beautiful cover, and it's one of my top covers, and it sells a lot, and it's beautiful. And every time I show it to people, like, "Oh, that looks so good." It's a banner. um Chance has been very good to me. You're one of the people. I just want to say thank you to Chance, because you've been unbelievably kind to me. Other things you've done that I won't say publicly, but Chance has stuck his neck out for me, with people in the industry. He's been very kind to me with the cover. He's been supportive. We have great conversations, and he's truly one of the coolest people I know. And thank you, Chance. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your friendship as well. So anyway, I just really wanted to say thank you to everybody. Um, and For the first time in my life, I feel like I accomplished something. So thank you for that. But we're not done yet. You have 4 hours to go. And I promise you, every dime goes back into the book. Top quality. I promise. I even give you the highest quality paper. It costs me more for my print run. I don't care. If you're going to invest in me, I'm going to invest in you right back. You won't be disappointed. Just hit the back this project green button and see for yourself. I stand by it. All right? But you trust in me. You won't be disappointed. And please support artists like Rod Ramos, who this is up for sale right now on the campaign. And I'm going to remind you that Kenny Calderon piece where the Breath of the Dragon is busting through the window on top of her, trying to slice her. I decided I'm going to make that a cover. So whoever buys that is going to be the only individual in the world, besides me, to own a published original piece of published art for Tragedy. You're going to be the only one. Part of me would be happy for it to not go because then I'm just going to buy it and keep it myself. Uh, but I try to stick to my word, and I put it up for sale, and I don't feel right pulling it off so I can keep the art. I don't feel right doing that, so it's staying up there. So if you want it, buy it, and you'll be the only one to have a published cover. That's it. And you're supporting Kenny. And Kenny is an awesome dude and a very talented artist. And if you want to hire any of the people that I represent, please reach out to me because they are totally worth it. Will Pleydon and Kenny Calderon and Rod Ramos and Mato Zapata and Robert Powers is back in the fold with us. He had left for a little while and he's back. Bill Lutz. We have a lot of talent, guys. Ricardo, although he's on 2 books and he's busy. Book 4 is coming in August. We're not wasting any time. August, and book 5 will be out in December. That's the deadline. And then the collected trade will be out in the beginning of next year. And big news coming. Someone just upped their pledge. Who was that? And by the way, I want you to know that I familiarize myself with every name that backs because I appreciate you. I sent a message earlier to everyone thanking, and I'll send another one because I don't want any unknown faces or names. If you're backing me, I should know who you are and be grateful to you personally. So who did it? Let's see. And I have a feeling I know who this is. Sorry, hang on. I know I've gone quiet, which is a shock because I don't shut up. Wow. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See, like we had another decreased pledge, but you know what? Another mystery box just opened up. So we have 3 left if you want the rare ice blue foil. We opened up another mystery box. Let me just double check that. It still says 2. That's so weird. Someone just dropped. Maybe someone bought and someone dropped. But anyway, we got 2 left. So if you want that very rare ice blue foil Mike DeBalfo, we have 2 mystery boxes left, and that's it. You'll never be able to get it again. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind the Kenny Calderon piece will be a cover, so you'll be the only one to own original published art from Tragedy. All right. Thank you so much to all of you, no matter what. Please know that I am sincerely grateful. This isn't an act. This isn't a show. I know there are some people that put on the show and act like they're grateful and it's all their act. I could not be more sincere. I could not be more serious about how much you have all touched my life and changed my life and given me so much. And I hope it comes back to all of you 10,000 fold because you took an old bitter person and you kind of changed me a little and gave me faith in people. And that's probably the greatest gift. So you all have an awesome day. As always, be legendary and have fun storming the castle.